When I started, a lot of the girls would have just come from college rugby because there weren't very many underage clubs for girls. Now you have girls who are playing since they're under like 4, 5, 6, and the skills they have are so much better, the game awareness they have. You've got girls who are coming to us from underage and they're ready to play AIL straight away. I am Louise Costello, also known as BMO, and I play scrum half in the club. I suppose we were very lucky. There was a group of girls there in UL at the time who were pioneers for rugby, and a lot of them ended up on the Irish team, and I learned so much in that first year. I started playing with UL Bows, with Munster and with Ireland all in the 12 months, and I was just very lucky because I started off here and there was a really good group of girls and we got good coaching. And we learned so much in that first couple of years, and it stood to us.
Who were some of the players on that team?
Well, some big names now. So you've got like the likes of Fiona Coughlin, you've got Lynn Cantwell, Sarah Jane Belton. Joy Neville wasn't there that early, but I played with Joy Neville, Patrick Kelly, Caroline Mahan. There's so many of them that started in those first few years.
These girls absolutely eat, sleep and breathe rugby, and it just kind of continued on and growed. And when people joined the club, I suppose they were training week in, week out with internationals. So it's very easy to set that standard and try and live up to it once you know it from the start. My name is Fiona Hayes and I'm head coach of UL Bows women's team.
What's it like working with Fiona?
Brilliant. She's mad. I think one thing that we all get from Hayes is passion. She absolutely loves it. Like, she lives and breathes it. Like, you'll get messages from her during the week of these mad line outs or these penalty taps that she wants us to try. Like, it just never stops, and she wants the best for everyone.
I always had an idea that I'd want to go on and coach. I thought about refereeing, but I was far too mouthy for that, so I said coaching might be the way forward. I was living down in Cork, but it was just, I suppose, Bows needed a manager. I was done down there and it was like a natural calling to come home. I believe that you have to train and enjoy rugby, especially at club level. The game is simple to me, but I'll always try and come up with this random drill or this random line out or scrum move, and I think that gets people interested and they can buy in, and I suppose they're loving this environment, so it's working out well for us.
Hi, I'm Chloe Pearce and I am the captain of the UL Bows ladies rugby team. What I love about the club is the girls and the team and the kind of culture we have within the club. Kind of just much more than that, like, than just trying to play for Munster or Ireland. It's the crack you have every week and the teammates that have just become family, to be honest.
I'm Kate Sheehan and I'm part of the coaching setup, so I come in and I do some skills with the hookers. It was always about, developing not just, 22 people to take the field on a Saturday, but actually develop our seconds. We had to kind of go away and reset and re-evolve as a club, and I think all of those things that we've done over the years is testament now to the talent and the pool of players that we have. There's massive competition now, which is a headache for Fiona and Quinny, but that's where you need to be if you want to be competing, with the best.
I've always loved the AIL. I've played with Ireland, I've played with Munster, but the club game is huge to me. It's very important these players come from somewhere and it needs to be looked after and it needs to be grown. And the AIL in particular, I think in the last couple of years with the media surrounding it, with the players having that want to play a week in, week out, I think those grassroots are very important.
Like, I've been involved in the club maybe in 18, 19 years. And we've always had, a goal of AIL, that's where we want to be. We want to be in around the top. And I think it is a goal we set. And to be honest, we had such good players come through and we're always ambitious. We're not there just to take part, we want to take over and bring back the AIL where it belongs in Limerick.
We wouldn't be where we were today if we hadn't kind of gone through those losses and, those failures and not making AIL finals. So, you have to take learnings from that. Sometimes you look back and you think they were worth the hurt to get where we are now, but the job isn't finished yet. So come back to me on April 29th and I'll tell you.
suppose it's always kind of been like a family for me. I still feel it as a community. I still feel it's something nice to come into. And while we mightn't share the same taste in music or clothes, we still have rugby and it brings us together, which is great.
I love what we represent as a club and how we go about our business, but like it's just the girls and kind of the coaches and the management group and that kind of unity we have together, like after a match when we all go into the dressing room and we play this song Whole Again and everyone has to stand up, no matter if you're physio or manager on the benches. It's just this kind of feeling of collectiveness that we have at the moment. I just love coming to training just for that. And after matches, like win, lose or draw, we do that regardless. And it's just kind of a togetherness. And that's kind of what I'm really proud of as a team. We've kind of come on loads.
The women's side of the club founded in 2001. Who knows where we'll be now in another 20 years' time?
Absolutely. I think the way that rugby is going, I'd love to see clubs being professional. I mean, who would have said 20 years ago that Ireland would have, semi-professionals or professionals or whatever, it's going to get to eventually. So I'd love to think that we can get to a stage maybe in another 20 years where actually clubs are semi-professional or on the way to being professional. That'd be my wish.